Right now, at this very moment, something massive is hiding in the darkest corner of our solar system. Something so enormous, so powerful, that it is silently pulling entire worlds out of their orbits. And the most terrifying part? We cannot see it, we cannot find it, but we know it is there. Scientists at NASA have spent years searching for this invisible monster, and what they have discovered so far has left them genuinely disturbed. This is the story of Planet 9, the hidden giant that could change everything we know about our solar system. And by the end of this video, you will understand why some scientists believe this planet might be the most dangerous discovery in modern astronomy. Let us go back to the year 2014. Two astronomers, Chad Trujillo and Scott Shepard, were studying the most distant objects in our solar system. These are icy bodies floating billions of kilometers beyond Neptune in a frozen wasteland called the Kuiper Belt. Now, here is where things get strange. These distant objects were not behaving normally. In any normal situation, these icy bodies should be scattered randomly in all directions. They should have no pattern, no alignment, no reason to group together. But that is not what Trujillo and Shepard found. Instead, they discovered that 6 of these distant objects had orbits that were clustered together, all tilted in the same direction, as if something enormous was pulling them, herding them like a cosmic shepherd. This was not supposed to happen. The probability of this alignment occurring by pure chance is only 0.007%. Let me say that again. There is a 99.993% chance that something out there is causing this. Something massive, something invisible, something unknown. 2 years later, in January 2016, 2 brilliant scientists from the California Institute of Technology, Konstantin Batygin and Mike Brown, published a groundbreaking paper. And what they proposed shook the entire scientific community. They said that the only logical explanation for these strange orbits was the existence of a hidden planet, a planet that no human has ever seen, a planet lurking in the absolute darkness at the edge of our solar system. They called it Planet 9. Now, this is not some small rocky world like Earth. According to their calculations, Planet 9 is a super-Earth. It is estimated to be 5 to 10 times the mass of our planet. Imagine that for a moment. A planet 5 to 10 times heavier than Earth, hiding in complete darkness, so far away that sunlight takes over 20 hours to reach it. To put this distance in perspective, Neptune, the farthest known planet, is about 30 times farther from the Sun than Earth. Planet 9? It could be 400 to 800 times farther from the Sun than Earth. That is so incredibly far that even our most powerful telescopes struggle to see anything in that region. It's like trying to spot a single grain of black sand on a pitch-black beach at midnight. This planet, if it exists, has been hiding from us for the entire history of human civilization. Now, you might be thinking, if we cannot see it, how can scientists be so sure it exists? This is where the evidence becomes truly compelling. You see, we have found planets this way before. In 1846, the planet Neptune was discovered not because someone saw it through a telescope, but because mathematicians noticed that Uranus was wobbling. Something invisible was pulling on Uranus, disturbing its orbit. Scientists calculated where this invisible object must be, pointed their telescopes at that exact spot, and there it was, Neptune, discovered purely through mathematics and gravity. Planet 9 is the same story, but on a much grander and more terrifying scale. Since 2016, the evidence has only grown stronger. Scientists have now identified multiple independent lines of evidence. First, there are now over 19 trans-Neptunian objects with orbits that are strangely aligned. Second, some objects in the outer solar system have orbits that are completely perpendicular to the plane of the solar system. This is extremely unusual, and Planet 9's gravity perfectly explains why. Third, and this is truly bizarre, the entire Sun appears to be tilted by about 6 degrees relative to the plane of the planets. For decades, scientists could not explain this tilt. But if Planet 9 exists, Its enormous gravitational pull over billions of years could have slowly, gradually tilted the entire solar system. One hidden planet, so powerful that it tilted the sun itself. So what exactly is this planet? What does it look like? Based on current models, Planet 9 is likely a frozen gas giant, similar to a smaller version of Neptune. Its surface temperature would be around -226 degrees Celsius. At that temperature, even gases like methane and ammonia are frozen solid. The planet would appear as a dark, cold sphere, barely reflecting any sunlight. Some scientists believe it might have a faint bluish tint, like a ghostly Neptune floating in eternal darkness. But here's what makes this even more fascinating. How did this planet end up so far from the Sun? Most scientists believe Planet 9 formed much closer to the Sun, near where Jupiter and Saturn are today. But during the chaotic early days of our solar system, roughly 4 billion years ago, the giant planets were jostling for position, and their gravitational interactions flung Planet 9 outward into the cosmic wilderness. It was essentially kicked out of its home and banished to the farthest reaches of the solar system. But it stayed, trapped in an enormous orbit that takes between 10,000 and 20,000 years to complete just one trip around the Sun. Think about that. The last time Planet 9 was at its current position in its orbit, humans on Earth had not even invented agriculture yet. That's how slow this world moves through the darkness. Now, here is where we get to the part that genuinely concerns scientists. Why is NASA worried about Planet 9? The first concern is gravitational disruption. Planet 9's gravity is not just pulling on distant ice balls. Some researchers believe that over millions of years, it has been subtly reshaping the entire outer solar system. It could be deflecting comets from the Oort cloud and sending them hurtling toward the inner solar system, toward Earth. Remember, it was a comet or asteroid impact that wiped out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago. If Planet 9 has been acting as a cosmic sniper, occasionally flicking dangerous objects in our direction, then this invisible planet has been a silent threat for billions of years. The second concern is even more unsettling. Some scientists have proposed a controversial hypothesis. What if Planet 9 is not a planet at all? In 2019, physicists Jakob Schultz and James Unwin published a paper suggesting that Planet 9 could actually be a primordial black hole. A tiny black hole, roughly the size of a bowling ball, but with 5 to 10 times the mass of Earth, crushed into an unimaginably dense point. A black hole in our own solar system. Now, before you panic, even if this were true, a primordial black hole at that distance would pose no immediate danger to Earth. But the very idea that a black hole could be lurking in our cosmic backyard, invisible and undetectable by light, is enough to keep astronomers up at night. So if Planet 9 is out there, why have we not found it yet? The answer is painfully simple. Space is unimaginably vast, and Planet 9 is unimaginably faint. Even with the most advanced telescopes on Earth, finding Planet 9 is like searching for a single dark marble in a warehouse the size of a continent with the lights turned off. But scientists are not giving up. The Vera Rubin Observatory in Chile, which is one of the most powerful survey telescopes ever built, has started its operations. This telescope will scan the entire visible sky every few nights, and many astronomers believe it has the best chance of finally spotting Planet 9. If the planet is out there, the Vera Rubin Observatory could find it within the next 3 to 5 years. Additionally, NASA's research teams are using advanced computer simulations and gravitational modeling to narrow down exactly where in the sky Planet 9 might be hiding. Every year, the search area gets smaller, and the probability of detection gets higher. We are closer than ever before to finding this invisible world. Now let's step back and truly appreciate how incredible this situation is. We are living in a time where there might be a giant undiscovered planet hiding in our own solar system, a planet that has been there for over 4 billion years, a planet that might have tilted our sun, reshaped the orbits of distant worlds, and possibly even sent extinction-level objects toward Earth. And we had absolutely no idea it existed until just a few years ago. If Planet 9 is confirmed, it will be the single most significant planetary discovery in over 170 years, since Neptune was found in 1846. It will rewrite textbooks, change our understanding of how solar systems form, and remind us that even in our own cosmic neighborhood, there are still profound mysteries waiting to be solved. And if it turns out to be a primordial black hole instead of a planet, that discovery would be even more revolutionary, providing the first direct evidence of primordial black holes, objects that were theorized to have formed in the first seconds after the Big Bang. The universe is far stranger, far more mysterious, and far more terrifying than most of us ever realize. Planet 9 is out there, hiding in the darkness, silently